Hi, Chase here from California Gem Couple. I had a friend, John Clark. He asked me about some of my tools I used while I'm sniping, and one of the key ones I like is a good belt that kind of holds all your stuff that you can clip into with a little clip. I got my little loop that's very simple. I probably will in the future will craft something a little bit more than just a knot. But that's to hold my rock pick. But the reason why I really like this one is that it is safe. When I do it, I put it through and then I just touch this here so that if anything I tie around my waist in the water is something that can get caught. And if it gets caught and I can't get it off and I can't get my belt off really quick, that's very dangerous. So the reason why I like this one is I can pop this and it'll slide right off. It's not a bunch of little clasps or something, it's just a quick release. So safety first in all of these things, because I do also tie my snuffer bottle, which is actually the one that John Clark was asking me about. But I have a carabiner attached to it so that I can clip it onto my belt. It's out of the way. And then I also have it tied up and on the belt loop so that if I'm using it, stuffing up something, and I'm going to use it again soon, I just let it go behind me and I can grab the line and it pulls right back to me. The reason why I like using the athletic bottles is they have a wide mouth, and inside I hide some tools. Like I have my tweezers for when a nugget or something or a picker is down in a crack and it's hard to get out and it won't go up the snuffer bottle. I made this one by just heating up the metal tube with a little torch and burning it through. Things I've learned from doing this is that while it works great, I love it, the tube I used was aluminum. It's very soft, and so it bends and it distorts a lot, so that's not good. But another thing I learned is probably in the future when I do it, I'll drill a hole and use a stainless steel tube. But I just use a piece of tape as a marker so that I can't shove the straw all the way in. And then there's a piece of tape on the inside so I can't pull the straw all the way out. That way while I'm working, there's a gap between where the straw is and the bottom of the snuffer bottle so that I don't end up forcing gold out of my snuffer. I'll probably in the future make a new one, and while I make a new one, I will show you guys how I do it, taking the things I've learned. You want a nice thin blade for scraping out thin cracks. A good one is a pry bar, something you can pound in there and pry it out. The old rock hammer, a deep crevicer, because sometimes you're crevicing and you don't want to go all the way, put your head under and get all the water down your back, because the snow melt has been cold this year. So a long crevicer is pretty good. Dang ants. And then you just kind of waft it aside, and then it's a pan. I like the small pan. My little brother just gave me this the other day. It's a little worse for wear, but it does pan stuff, so that's all that really matters to me. And goggles and a wetsuit. Whatever wetsuit you need to be in the water for as long as you want to be. Today we went down and tested the water and I was like, oh, it's going to be 100 degrees, not going to be a problem. I touch the water and it's snow melt, and you can tell because of how cold it feels on the skin. So I'll be wearing a full wetsuit today. I think Jenna is feeling a little under the weather, so she'll be doing a little of the metal detecting down the river, and whenever she gets a hot area, I'm going to come over and work that and see if we can find, I don't care if it's iron that's going off or if it's gold or if it's lead. Anytime she finds a hot spot of heavies settling in this creek, that's where I'm going to move all the overburden out of the way and see what's underneath and see if we can get some gold. But good prospecting. creek, and we've been walking around. There's a bunch of bedrock all through here, and I've been kind of working the cracks here. I've hit or miss on the gold. I don't actually really know how much gold I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of mercury, some lead. So all those are heavy, so I'm in the right area, just finding out where the gold is dropping out, because I've done pretty good on this river before, and just keep working these tracks. I got a little bit of mercury gold down here. They're hard to see, otherwise I'd take the camera and put it down in there. There's a few tracks, but yeah. Good luck.
Back. So Chase is in the water. I am currently just enjoying a little bit of sunshine, sort of. I wore my long sleeve today, and I'm really happy I did, because we got down here and there's been so many mosquitoes. So that's why I've got all buttoned up right to my neck. And I had put pants on to walk through the water, so actually doing pretty good. Thought it was for water protection and sun protection, but turns out it's sun protection too. But I have a bit of a cold, so I'm on the water today, but I'm watching them go.
Came out pretty good. There's a little pocket here with some gold in it.
Yeah? Nice. Just cheering them on.
Well, we were almost going to call it a day. I grabbed one more crack. What's this guy?
Got another one. You know it's a good thing every time he reaches for his sniffer bottle. He's just sitting here watching him, scraping. And you see him reach for it. And you know he's got more. Did you find some more gold?
Clearly I did, because I forgot to answer because I was all gold excited and got too busy fanning the dirt.
This little creek is pretty full of gold, huh? Kind of impressive. Takes work to find it. It's all really small. Oh, that was adorable. I got that on film.
Huh?
Got that on film.
Oh, nice.
Here's the
That's
cute.
enough. Would you like, I got gold here. Maybe a little bit of
Right. So the cold I have, Chase also has, but that doesn't stop him. Got some stuff today, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of mercury. But we'll see. I mean, I hope it's amalgam.
Why is there mercury in the water, babe?
Because there is a lot of mining all over, and I think they were not environmentally conscious in their mining.
But what does mercury do? Like, why did they use it?
Oh, the mercury they would use to kind of amalgamate. It would make a very slight bond with gold, and it would pull it to it, so you get all the fines and everything. And it's heavy too, so it'll like settle out. It's gonna help catch all the gold.
And now it's still all left out there.
Still out there, plenty of it. I got a lot in here. So.
Cool.
Cleaning the river up.
We'll go see what you got.
Well, got hungry. It's lunchtime. It's gonna be a short day here on the river. Got some gold for sure, and some mercury. So when I do the gold reveal, it's probably all gonna be silver. But we'll show you another actual gold reveal once we've taken care of the mercury. But let's just see what we got here today.
We found that when Chase finds mercury and then also finds gold in the day, while it's in the bottle, the mercury binds to the other gold he found, so it all ends up silver.
Alright, we got our lead. Slugs. Take these guys out.
Oh, silvery. Shiny.
Yeah, it's just like one chunk, and there's for sure a whole bunch
Whoa.
in there. But it's not a nugget, it's just a whole bunch of gold that's amalgamated into one mercury nugget.
Because even the other pieces you found are now in there?
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, look at it.
Oh, wow.
Just breaks
Is that?
apart.
I don't think you should play with it like that.
I mean, really, mercury is really dangerous when it's gas. It's not that big a deal.
I
Touch it with your
mean,
fingers. Probably not the best thing, but
should ask the Hatters.
yeah.
They only touch the liquid stuff.
But, well, at least it's mercury out of the river.
Dang.
Well, we'll see when we're done demercurizing it. It's just like a nugget. Just got back, got all the mercury off the gold, and did pretty good, honestly. I like the creek that we're in just because it's very easy access. It's not a raging river at any time. It's just kind of a nice chill little spot, and you find nice chunky little gold. So I'll show you the gold right now. That's the gold. Did pretty good. It's some chunky bits in here. It's funny how like the mercury ends up making it very matte. All the little nuggets and pieces you find when they're done becomes kind of matte. Not shiny like it is when you find it just out of the river. That one here is another good one. But I think one of these pieces had a lot of mercury on it, and then it just kind of made everything else I put in the bottle mercury. But that is what you get for like 2 hours worth of work. Probably I'd say about 1.2 grams.